Figured it out. We figured it out. We're good. Figured it out. Figured it out. It's all fine. It is all fine and dandy. Nothing ever went wrong, and there's no evidence of this that will be presented on the internet or anything. There's no evidence of that ever happening. I don't know why there even would be. No, it was not because of you. I think I just hit 2 random keys on my keyboard. I think I accidentally hit Windows minus, like you said, or Windows plus, and it just freaked out on me. No idea. But no. I think I just accidentally hit it. The way that I'm sitting right now is actually fucking ridiculous. I'm sitting parallel to my desk, and my wireless keyboard is on my lap, and I just bumped it. So it's whatever. Writing the original idea. Yep. The biomechanical birds that have what is it? Yeah, it was the biomechanical birds with lasers, with the flame, like, lighter fluid sacs and their things combined with, like, normal digestive fluid in that to create, like, bombs, right? It's a really good idea. I only figured it out because I have a brain that is very fucking crazy. But alright, I need to get back to figuring out how the fucking counter... Yeah. He's way more into the biomechanical side, though. They have a laser in their mouth for aiming, using magical bullshit powers, can either eject a spitball at very high speeds, food and sticky substance similar to a sticky bomb surface. Due to their heavy bodies, their wings have small tubes where unused gases are shot out at very high pressures to lift it quickly into the air. I like it. Especially for, like, a steampunk setting. It, like... I'm thinking, like, government drone kind of thing, where they just have these, like, obviously very, like, physical looking, like, pigeons and stuff just, like, flying around a government building, that if they ever spot something like a attacker, we'll say. I don't want to say the actual word because Twitch TOS. But we could say, how do I put this? We could then go into, like, having the government, like, create those things. Exactly. I can't say that word, though. I can't say that word. Can I hide it? Can I hide it? I can kind of hide it. Nope. Yeah, well. If, I don't know. Am I allowed to say that word? I wonder if I'm allowed to say that word on YouTube. Who knows? That's true. You're allowed to say that. Only I will experience the consequences of your actions. That is true. But yeah, that is like a pretty cool enemy just in terms of flavor reasons, right? You have a reason for why it exists, you have a purpose that it has, and it's just fits the setting really well, especially in like a dystopian steampunk setting. Or honestly, even like a cyberpunk setting. Like if you want to get really fancy with it, you can have it appear like really, really like technically advanced. Yeah, really like the idea. Only thing that I'm stealing is the like bio side of it, but I can just have that be built into the creature itself because magic. Because I can use that for everything. All right, all the basic healing draughts. Plus anti-venom. Do not listen to this man. He has locked me in his basement. Has fed me nothing but ibuprofen. God, I wish I had a basement. If I had a house, that'd be so much easier. I don't know whose basement you're locked in, but it isn't mine. I don't have one. Well, I guess there's that one. No, that wouldn't count. I don't think so. Alright, back to this. Plus anti-venom and, what's the word? Antidote. Only basic mental supplies, bandages, disinfectants, previous ones. All the basic. Before until it breaks, you'll see me. No. I live in an apartment building. And if I start doing that, I would get noise complaints. And I've already dealt with enough of those. Specialized items. All the basic equipment. Was created. Special items. Items. I don't need you seeing that. Can I get rid of this just in case this ever happens again? Cool. Specialized items, potions, found / created. Goodbye. There we go. That seems pretty good. Then we have, allowed to sell. Customer. Alright, allowed to sell, general public, only basic metal supplies, registered parties. Okay, that is the apothecary pretty much done. I can use this system to... Oh. Ah, fuck you, I don't give a shit. Get away from here. I don't care. Hell yeah. We hate that shit. Fuck you. I'll listen to that shit. Alright. Okay. Lemonade stand, locally owned business. Okay, that is a good system to have. Get free followers by eating the sacrificial lamb. God. This is like the third person I've banned for that. It's pretty funny. Alright, now we have a general store. Now, does it even matter? I guess, you know what? A general store in, like, a lemonade stand kind of general store would basically just be food. Food locally grown. The person running the store / family storefront. Okay. Industrial grade weed whacker. I don't know if that counts as an idea. I think what you're doing is telling me to add a magically explained away weed whacker into the campaign just because. Granted, having a weed whacker be a legendary weapon is insanely funny. But granted, granted, I can't think of anything else. There is no response to that other than it being really funny. Agreed. It's going in the item ideas, but it's not going in any general store. It would be really funny to add as a magical item. Because funny thing, I need to come up with a bunch of different random magical items for this specific encounter table thing. Where just randomly, as the party's sailing along, the magical ocean that's sitting under them just pops out a random magical item onto the deck of their ship. And a fucking weed whacker just falling onto the deck of their ship from the ocean would just be pretty funny. Would admit. Would admit that's pretty funny. These are the only item ideas that I have for the thing. But I plan on adding in, like, a bunch of things. True. Idea is horrible. Pearls? I mean, eh. It doesn't seem like a bad idea in any given sense. Hmm. I don't know. Like, are you saying that the pearls idea is horrible? Because, like, I don't know. Like, granted, the ocean just dropping up, like, magical pearls on them isn't a bad idea. Add scav tools that force you to pay with pearls. This is not a concept I'm stealing from a game at all. No, I've never stolen anything from a game, ever. This definitely wasn't entirely inspired by a specific game called Sea of Thieves or anything. Though that was like 5 years ago, and it has evolved entirely separate from that at this point. But, okay. Food locally grown by the person running the store behind the storefront. From the signs on. That's right. Signs on. Collection of different processed goods sourced locally from the island it resides on. Sea of Thieves for the Nintendo 64 is a mythical item. I don't know. I was thinking of adding, like, I don't know, Sea of Rogues for the Sega Genesis or something. But I don't know. Collection of different processed goods sourced locally from the island it resides on. Size of the population. And collection of different processed goods sourced locally from the island it resides on, depending on the size of the population. And a child that is an orb of wisdom. So you're telling me to just drop a kid on the party. That's what you're telling me, right? I'm not mixing that up with anything. Technically, I'm already doing that, actually. But, like, that's what you're telling me, right? Just Sunloaf. I'm getting really confused now. I'm just going to go back to this until you explain. Collection of different processed goods sourced locally from food locally grown by the person size of population. Sorry, my lobotomy was acting up again. I didn't even know you had a brain. I'm surprised. Slash ecosystem of said island. Massive collection of goods sourced. I had to feel the thing very deep down in my skull to hit it. That makes sense. Does not surprise me. Collection of islands that this store been trading with. Massive collection of goods sourced throughout a collection of islands this store deals in trading with. You know what, actually, let's go to food, leather, cloth, etc. Island of sudden testicular torsion where you step on it. It's the size of a walnut. To not spoil anything, I do plan on adding the spell testicular torsion. or spell sudden testicular torsion, and delayed testicular torsion. I plan on adding those, and it is going to be a bad potion effect, but I keep it a secret spell for real. Look, I'm not gonna say when I'm gonna use it, and I'm not gonna say where, but randomly, sometime throughout the campaign, I have a little note on my desk that says a wizard has to use sudden testicular torsion. And then, at least 15 sessions later, a good 2 weeks after, I have to have a wizard use delayed testicular torsion. Both of those are prerequisites for me being happy with the campaign. It's gonna happen. I'm just saying it is going to happen. I do not need an island the size of a walnut to make it happen. I just need to make sure that any of my players who are playing a male character need to live in fear the moment that it happens. For the rest of the campaign. Anytime they are dealing with a spellcaster. Along with new temple ideas. Yeah, temple of suddenly clawing your eyes. Add those into your temple ideas. I'll be totally honest, dude. Let's just go into the concepts tab, right? Just go into miscellaneous, gag temple. I think we're good on ideas. I think we're good. I think we have enough. I think we're good. I don't think we need more temple ideas. I do not think we need a trifecta of gag temples. I think the one gag temple is enough, and it's going to make the campaign funny on its own. I don't need any more. This might be where the testicular torsion spell comes in. Who knows? Alright, shop tables of general. Let me think. Massive collection of goods sourced throughout a collection of islands that the store deals in trading with. Increase quality of the goods mentioned before, along with rare goods present. With rare goods present. Mentionable. Different unique items. Needed in their trading network. Okay. So we say that my campaign name is good. CBT, the Curse of the Testicular Torsion Wizard. I'd watch the adult video of it. That's all I'm saying. I won't say anything else. I'll invoke my Fifth Amendment right of not incriminating myself here. But I would watch it. There. What did I have over here again? I have customer and allowed to sell. Allowed to sell. I mean, honestly, at a general store, there's going to be very few limitations. Pretty much everything. those dangerous goods. I feel you, man. It's why I have a bunch of caffeine in my system now. You might need to drink water. Or maybe take Adderall. One of the two. I'd recommend water first, and if that doesn't work, maybe Adderall after. I cast orange piss. Orange? That's rookie shit. Mine's black. It looks like ink. Okay. Lumber, nails, rope, other ship supplies. That would be fucking hilarious. I mean, it could be. I don't know which color of the rainbow would be the worst color of piss to see. Black's pretty high up there. But, like, if my piss was purple, I'd be really confused. Like, I don't know if I'd be more or less concerned than black, because I can at least figure out, like, oh, there's probably just blood in it, and there's, like, something going on. But if it was purple, it'd be like, I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. Ship supplies. Let's see. I don't know. Blue piss would be pretty bad too. What did Automod flag? I don't even see anything. Did it just not even allow you to post it? Locally owned business. Previous. Alright, sure. Hold on. Should be on my opposite monitor, right? Cool. I don't know. Yo, what's up, dude? I don't know. See, like, the problem with that is I can at least understand why white could be happening. Right? Like, there's at least a reason that could be happening, right? There is a medical possibility as to why that could possibly happen. But if I had purple piss, right? I feel like I don't know. There isn't a medical reason for that happening, and I'd be even more worried. I'd be a medical anomaly. That's my problem. I'd rather at least have a medical reason for figuring something out, right? So, I don't know. I think I would prefer white piss over purple piss. I could see, like, green. Like, red to green is fine. And, like, I don't know. You walked in on a hell of a conversation. Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, I had a feeling. I was thinking like potion of compulsory piss, but it also makes your piss rainbow. This sounds out of context to the new person. Oh, don't worry. This new person knows me, and this is not surprising whatsoever. But which would be worse, blue piss or purple piss? Which would be worse? I'm thinking like blue or purple. Those are the two worst ones. Potion of super laser. No, I know what you're referencing. I don't want to hear. I know the entire fucking rant of it, and I don't want to hear it. I have come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog has just pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. Shadow took his twilly hedgehog dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife and said that his dick was this big. Oh wait, sorry. I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog twilly dick out and pissed on my fucking wife. So I've come to make a call-out post on my twitter.com. Shadow, you have a small dick. It's the size of a walnut, but even smaller. And my dick, this is the size of my dick. I don't remember the rest. I used to know the entire rant. Shit. I know the entire storyline of it, at least. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, fucker. This is my goddamn Twitch stream. And I'm allowed to talk whatever I want. Talk about whatever I want. No quills, no bumps. It looks like... No, it's no quills, no pillows. It looks like two balls in a bong. You got that one wrong. I know for a fact it's not bumps, it's pillows. Ha! Get fucked. Get knowledge checked, idiot. I know my shit. I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right, he took his hedgehog twilly dick out. He pissed on my fucking wife and said that his dick was this big. So I'm making a call-out post on my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you have a small dick. Before the piss drop... I can't roll my R's. Droplets, or whatever. Hit the earth and get out of my sight before I piss on you too. That's right, Obama. I pissed on the moon. Nova, if you don't know what we're talking about, then you are the worst cultured person here. Go watch it immediately. You have to. It is a requirement. It needs to be played before I start stream every single time, because it is the best thing that has ever been posted. Okay, fuck. Along with higher quality versions of the previous tier. Also offer a boat repair service. What do you mean you don't want to watch it? Hold on. God damn it. Hold on. You're watching it. I don't care. What do you mean you haven't watched it? Hold on. Alright. I gotta fucking culture you, apparently. Whatever creative writing shit I've been doing before this was unnecessary. I don't care. They were a coward. Doesn't matter. Cowardice does not belong in this channel. I don't want to hear it. We don't fucking do cowards. Embrace the super laser piss. Oh, shit. Now, what is a corporate store? Mm. Actually sells ships. Actually sells vessels. And services pretty austere. Look, god damn it, hold on. Can I get the whole thing in one go? That's the biggest thing. I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog twilly dick out and pissed on my fucking wife and said that his dick was this big. So I came to make a call-out post on my twitter.com. Shadow, you have a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, but even smaller. And then this is what my dick looks like. That's right. No quills, no pillows. It looks like 2 balls in a bong. Ah, damn, what was it? I can't get farther than that. You should add a race that only writes in symbols. I may or may not have an entire language written in symbols that I have no idea what to do with. Fun fact! I actually have an entire runic language that is based entirely around symbols that I'm using a specially made carving knife to use that saps the user's life energy to make. And those symbols use a magic system that I've also created that's kind of like a coding language that has like different basically verbs or modifiers that affects different physical items this way that you carve onto it. And then each physical item just based on logic for the most part, mostly like tensile and like just strength of the general strength of the item, that allows an item to do certain things like heat up, cool down, increase or decrease in size, repel things from it. Hold on, let me go find it. I think it's in the runic language. Yeah. These are all just runes that I figured out. Makes the object heavier. Why does destroy say increase the size of the object? What? Destroy? What? Why is it called destroy? Who cares? But yeah, I plan on making my own language entirely out of symbols, and I plan on making the symbols myself. I'm thinking of probably just making them all circles. That might be what I do. But yeah, I have this entire thing. I'm going to change all the names. I'm going to make actual, like, circular symbols for them. Maybe learn a bit of calligraphy to do it. I think that would be really fun. And then, eventually, we might get to the point where a race writes with them. Like, what was it? It was a cool idea that I heard. For one, there's the like old race in Outer Wilds that like writes like that because the character can only understand their written language, not their spoken, and you have to use a decoder as they're writing to figure out what they're saying. And then there's a different thing. I think it was a D&D concept explored in like a Dimension 20-bit, where I think it was Brennan Lee Mulligan who was talking about a race that only speaks like that, where they write these like holographic symbols in the air as a ways of communicating. And I think that either way, that could be pretty cool. I need to go into making all of those runes, and that'll be one of these days that I do that, but that is not today. Arrival? We have new people? Oh, the movie? I have no idea what you're talking about. Hold on. Arrival. I don't know what that is. Yeah, no. Never heard of that. But, I think it was also, like, a Dungeons & Dragons concept of, like, a city very, like, high atop a tower that does that. I mean, yeah, just looking at the description, I see a linguistic professor, that found a way to communicate with the other people due to a written thing, right? I have a feeling. I have a feeling I could probably figure that out. But, no. But yeah, I do in fact have an entire runic language already created that basically has verbs and then blah, 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 you know. They're all verbs. But, yeah. Yeah. I'll eventually figure this entire thing out. But I gotta go back into shop tables. I think I'm dealing with shipyard. Then I can get rid of all this. I can at least delete the text in these. And then I can literally delete all of these. In fact, I can just... In fact, I can actually just delete that entire tier. Go here and go here. I mean, most of these are probably just... I mean, what is it? Pretty much all of these have been... Yeah, I mean, this is just separating out what these are just by, hey, are you general public, EU registered, or high rank EU registered? I mean, yeah, I had a feeling. And then, allowed to sell, I think is what I've been putting in here. Have I been putting a capital T in this? I don't think it matters. General public. EU registered parties. And then high rank. Registered. Alright. And then... general public... Actually, I don't think I need even this tier. Hold on, what did I put in the ranking system? I mean, honestly... I don't need this, and I need, EU registered parties. Yeah. We'll go... ship equipment. You know what? Honestly, probably won't even offer their services to the general public. If they're affiliated with the, EU. We'll only sell... We'll sell everything to EU registered parties. But we'll only sell their items/services to those registered within the EU. And then we have the smithy. Now, eventually, I'm going to need to make versions of all of these that are not registered within the EU, therefore underground sellers, that will have different kind of standards that are a lot more loosey-goosey than this. So, a lemonade stand is basically just a blacksmith selling his work. Most of the time, it'll be, nails. Small equipment made by a blacksmith who's selling their stuff personally. Mostly small equipment like nails, hooks, clips / buckles, or even small daggers, depending on skill level and size of forge. Locally owned business. Small equipment made by blacksmith who's selling their stuff personally, mostly small equipment like nails, hooks, belt clips, buckles, or even small daggers, depending on skill level and size of forge. Locally owned business would probably be something like... why would I even put a slingshot in here that's closer to like leather work and stuff? Okay. Small equipment made by a blacksmith who's selling their stuff personally. Mostly small equipment like nails, hooks, belt clips, and buckles, or even small daggers, depending on skill level and size of forge. For a locally owned business, it would be more managed with multiple blacksmiths. To make more and larger sizes of gear. Basic weapons like daggers or swords, even small knives. Including basic weapons like swords, basic armor, like swords. Or leather armor. Okay. Can we have a diner who still serves Coke the old-fashioned way? God, I wish. Oh wait, you're talking about the campaign? The amount of jumps in logic I'd have to take to get sugar to be processed in the right way, to get that drug, still don't know if I can say it, be fashioned in the right way, for carbonation to exist, and then to have the capability to be able to combine all of that. I mean, I can use magic to, like, explain away at least, like, the synthesizing of the drug and, all that, but, like, I don't know, that's a lot of hoops that I have to jump through to make that work. Granted, really like the idea of magically synthesized insert drug name here that we all know what we're talking about, being created and then spreading throughout the thing, causing like an entire addiction problem. That could be cool. That could be really cool. Now here's the thing. Is this a character idea? This is a character idea. And you want to know why it's a character idea? Because I get to make a wizard who synthesizes... you know what, fuck it. Who synthesizes cocaine. What's the name of this wizard? Give me random wizard names. Neutral names. Emegrin, Akil, Aaron, Elaine, Alaylin, Lagorin, Duelis, Osedius. Osedius or Osodius? Or Osedius. I like Osedius. Osedius. What's the last name of our drug lord? We need a last name for him. Let me think. Osedius. You know what? Let's roll again, see if I can... Ifazor? Osedius Ozalius? Zolius? You know what? That's hilarious. Osedius Ozalius. Oh, this guy's gonna be funny. What race do we make him? Gnome wizard. 18-year-old gnome wizard. You know what? Average lifespan of a gnome. Hmm. 350 to almost 500 years. Never mind. We're going 57-year-old wizard, gnome wizard. Just get a quick description. Gnome wizard who figured out, who discovered a spell that synthesizes, who created, synthesizes a cocaine adjacent substance. Hmm. 57-year-old gnome wizard who created a spell that synthesizes a cocaine adjacent substance. Sells throughout the Shattered Isle, calling it Moondust. I'm thinking highly let's go hyperactive. Hyperactive, eccentric. Rambling. How do I want to do this? I need a defining personality trait that isn't just stereotypical ADHD. Hyperactive, eccentric, rambling. I'm thinking... 57-year-old gnome wizard who created a spell that synthesizes cocaine-adjacent substance that he sells throughout the Shattered Isle, calling it Moondust. Hyperactive, eccentric, rambling. And charismatic. Moondust. The spell Ascetius uses involves the spell Ascetius uses involves synthesizing water from the stained sea. What did I call it in Lore Dump? Painted Sea. Right, not stained. It's the Painted Sea. Yeah. The spell Ascetius uses involves synthesizing water from the Painted Sea using... two... The Painted Sea using a spell of his own creation. And then... creation. Condensing water from the Painted Sea. Synthesizing it into a physical powder. I wonder if cocaine has a more... You can tell that I am a basic white boy who's never been to parties if I don't actually know what cocaine feels like. What texture does cocaine have? It's like powdered sugar. I'm probably going to get put on a watch list for this. Oh, Let's turn that back on. I want to know the texture of cocaine. What does cocaine taste like? It doesn't tell me! Man. God damn. I just want to know the texture of cocaine. Does cocaine feel like powdered sugar? Forms of cocaine. It's a white crystalline powder. It's crystalline, so it's closer to sand. Okay. Reflective kind of color. Do a rainbow. Reflective, rainbow colored powder that feels like sand. The spell Ascetius uses involves condensing water from the painted sea and then synthesizing it into a reflective rainbow colored powder that feels like sand. Gives a wide range of effects depending on the individuals. Depending on the individual. So it's like a stimulant. Burst of magic power. Stop it. No. Stop it. Shouldn't be doing that. Okay. The spell Ascetius uses involves condensing water from the painted sea and then synthesizing it into a reflective rainbow-colored powder that feels like sand. This powder gives a wide range of effects depending on the individual, but for most it's like a stimulant that gives a burst of magic power. This powder is highly addictive. Highly addictive due to its effects. Brain. By the wealthy elite. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, shit. After discovering... Blue dust. Trying it himself. He has since become addicted to his own supply, and his mental faculties have all but deteriorated. Hmm. The faculties have all but deteriorated. Mm-hmm. 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 Most of his daily life is synthesizing the dust and distributing it to a specific seller in the underground market. Sell at high prices. So high prices. Making Osetius incredibly wealthy. A process. You know what? I'm pretty happy with that. I have introduced cocaine into the campaign. I am gonna get so fucking smited by Twitch TOS. Okay, what time is it? 8:38? Okay, I'm gonna finish up the smithy. I'll add a few more next time I stream. I'll add more than just 4 shop types. There's more for sure. I just can't think of any right now. And then I'll end stream, I think. But I'll finish this one first. Corporate store. Provides. With higher quantities and quality of the items. The items mentioned above. Light armor. Great swords. Great shields. And other high maintenance. Other expensive. Other expensive, high cost. Another expensive. Other expensive weapons. Crossbows and crossbows. Okay, and I think that's everything. Let's also throw arrows. Arrowheads, or even small knives, depending on the skill level and size of forge. More managed with multiple blacksmiths, able to make more and larger size gear, including basic clothes and cars. Then, okay. Then I can delete. Actually, it might be easier just to delete this entire table. Yeah, probably. Insert. I swear to God, Rabbit. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Right, it's... What's the word? Customer. And then... allowed to sell. We can go... You... Registered parties. Alright. Basic equipment. Specially made. I also offer commissions on the hand. also offer commissions. How do I spell commissions? This is 2 M's. Depending on... We'll also offer commissions. Alright. Higher quality. Expensive equipment. Along with the ability to request commissions. Alright. And that is it for the EU affiliated shop tables. I'm gonna, at least for the ones I have already, I'm gonna add more and I'm gonna add more into both the EU affiliated and the unregistered ones, which mostly, if you're unregistered, would be like I don't know. It would probably just be like a weapons shop or anything like that. It would mostly just be like probably 2 kinds of shops, basically. Be materials and weapons, right? If you're unregistered, you're basically selling shit to people who are also unregistered. And people who are unregistered and still trying to do shit like that would probably just be looking for shit like weapons and materials, right? So we'll see. But okay, that's it. I feel like I've gotten pretty far today. I've done a lot of shit when it comes to the shop tables. But I am going to get going. I am tired. I have other shit to do tonight before I go to sleep. I will see y'all later. Bye.